All of these meal packs require different combinations of ingredients from the 9 base food products, and they are, from worst to best, fruit bar, garden slaw, red pellets, chili, flatbread, ramen, fruit pastry, veggie burger, curry, green pellets, dumplings, spaghetti, lasagna, burrito, frontier stew, seared sabroid, and steak dinner. Lasagna and onwards require meat in their recipe, so spaghetti is the best farmable source of food, restoring 71% of your food bar in one go.
We got new spaghetti!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers 2. So, spaghetti is officially in Space Engineers. Our hopes, dreams, and prayers have came true. There is spaghetti in Space Engineers. High five, ceiling. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, before I watched that video, I did hung up the phone from my superior supervisor, Fred. He was just saying that him and a crew of 3, Marcus, Fireflash, and Chad, they're all coming down here just to take a look around the research station, and they're gonna be here in about a week, so we need to prepare for that. They said they're gonna stay the night, because 10,000 years in cryosleep must be a pain in the neck, you know. So I'm gonna have them have great comfy beds, and yeah, so I'm thinking of building a little building right here for beds. Might be like a hotel. I think they're called like a inn, like INN. So we can make a little bed in, and yeah, I'm thinking like neons, cause like neon lights is like futuristic, and I'm like, hey, 10,000 years in cryosleep, you're now in the future, so might have like a nice futuristic feel, especially right after all that time of traveling. But yeah, so hopefully they like the build, and first of all, I need to clean up my mess right here. But after getting off the phone with them, they sound kind of eager to get here. So I better hurry up and start on construction. So I will take my time with this. It might be scuffed to record the process of me building it, so I'm just going to build it and then just walk you through what I come up with. So I'll see you all here in just 2 seconds. So here it is. That took a little bit of time. I blocked out the sun because I wanted to have some neon lights, and I think it looks great in the back, and I think it looks great in the front. So this is the building in which my superior supervisor will be and his crew. And yeah, let's get a little overview of it. But also, while I was building it, I had to go mine some resources, and it gotten to the point where I didn't want to mine out the entire asteroid, so I figured I'd just go over to a asteroid way over there, and I'm like, you know what? I can't go back and forth all just by my jetpack, so I brought the Spaghetti Bike 2.0. With this bike, you can have storage. There is a cargo container in there as well. It's not a hover bike, but it's like a zipper. It has a large thruster in the back and a large thruster in the front. It moves really fast, going forward and backward. And yeah, the purpose is just to fly around and have some extra cargo. And yeah, so that's how I was able to get enough resources to build this. In the lore. But anyway, let's start out with what my superior supervisor Fred would see first time he arrives. I'm gonna move my spaghetti bike somewhere else. I'll probably build like a platform right here or something, just so they could use this as a landing, but that kind of reminds me, I never asked what kind of vehicle or ship that they're gonna be arriving in, so I'm gonna have to give them a call back, and if this landing pad won't work out, I'm gonna have to make something else here. But anyway, let's get to the build. So let's start off with the tour. If they are going to land here or land somewhere close by that will be most likely connected to this platform, they will come over and drop off some of their cargo. If they have any materials that they want to just keep an eye on, they could just bring their cargo over here. And then they will come down here. But yeah, they could take a little look at the research station if they want to see where I work, how I work, and all that stuff. Take a look at the boulder. We could call it Dwayne or something like that, but it's only to block out the sun. As we come over here, we can see the bar where you could get some engineered coffee or cosmic cola or whatever you'd like to have. You can see the pretty lights and signs that we have, the bed in, the name of the building, and some cool pixel art. I was gonna put like a poster there, but I had no idea what to put there, so I just put like a cool little neon pixel art there. But yeah, so there is that place. As we go around this corner, we could go inside the front entrance, but before we do that, let's take a little look around the exterior. We have another access point where you could go into the lobby. We have some cargo, we have some technology, there are some structural pillars to keep all of it up, and we have some dangling cords and pipes and all that stuff, just loose wires with a bunch of technology and button panels to make sure the breaker doesn't blow and all that stuff. And then you could circle back to the bar. And so that is the little tour of the exterior on the first level. So let's continue by going inside. We have the reception area and places to store some bags and luggage for the crew. I heard that they are coming out of cryosleep, and they've been in cryosleep for 10,000 years, so I searched it up, and 10,000 years ago they have a cool video game called like Pac-Man, so just a little reminder of home. I just put in a little pixel art of Pac-Man and some ghosts. But yeah, we have the reception, we have a bell so they could bell in. I'm here alone, so I'm most likely just gonna be working here for when they arrive, but also I'm gonna meet them up there, so I'll give them a tour. So this is probably kind of useless, but it's a good idea in the long run. But yeah, the receptionist has a computer just so they could monitor the area and keep up on some good work and studies. And in the room we have a nice little maroon color, just a dark red, and yeah, just a bunch of signs, some lights, and yeah, it's pretty nice. We have some room for storage, we have room so they could put some of their luggage, and yeah, so this is the first floor for the reception. And now we'll go to the second floor. They will most likely come from the, what ship was it? The Calypso or something like that, where it's just a white and blue ship. So I was thinking maybe some classic Space Engineer colors in here. Just some blues and whites, just so they could feel at home. And so we have some lights, we have some blues and whites and black. And here we have the kitchen. We have a place where 2 people can eat at a time. They could most likely eat in their rooms if they want. But yeah, here's the kitchen. We have a stove with some buttons and, stove stuff. We have a little trash can, or how my supervisor likes to call it, a rubbish bin. We have a sink here. We have some cubbies for like some spices and seasonings and stuff like that. We got a fridge. We have a microwave and a little storage to store like some bread or something like that. I wasn't able to figure out how to make a toaster yet, but if I figure that out, it'll most likely be right here. But for now, it's just some counter space so you can like chop up some vegetables if you want, and then cook it up, warm it up, store it, and then eat it right here. And yeah, it's a nice little cozy kitchen. And yeah, so before we go up to the next story, as you could see, some really blue light in there. We're gonna take a little tour of the second floor exterior. Over here we have the bathroom, so they could come in here, take a shower, wash their hands, and use the bathroom. Very simple, very easy. We got some light in here. Yeah, that is just simple bathroom. Let's continue the tour by coming over here. We have access to the landing pad, if I could walk up here. They're able to just come out of the kitchen, go towards their ship if they left something in there, maybe some food or something along those lines, or just whip around over here if they have some rations or something, and then they can go back in, cook it up, eat, and yeah. We have the cool signs so they could see the sign while they're coming in, seeing exactly what they're here for, the Spaghetti Engineers Research Station. And they're going to be staying at the Bed Inn. And yeah, cool signs out here. There's a little area by a campfire where some people can sit and relax, have conversations, look over the balcony, just look around into space. And yeah, they can come around this corner. We have some storage. We have some exterior wall design just to make some extra structure and extra detail. We have some AC units hooked up. And yeah, this is the back of the large pixel art billboard that I have in the back here. And you could walk all the way around, just come in full circle. You could look around, look at the crew, just walking in and all that stuff. It's a cool sci-fi futuristic look and feel to it. And so that was the outside, and this is the kitchen. That was the bathroom. And now for the crew quarters. I have 3 beds here, each with their own crate so they could store whatever they want. And they have their own sink in case they get thirsty in the middle of the night. They have a little mini fridge right here in case they want to just pack some drinks. And there's a light here that can dim with a light here that you could just press on and off. And we have a little honeycomb shelf here so you could store books if you want to read while you are staying here. So yeah, we have honeycomb shelf right here, and then we have a bed for Chad, a bed for Fireflash, and we have a bed for Marcus. they're not really assigned. They could really just choose whatever they want. They could fight over it. But yeah, there's that room, and now time to go up to the master bedroom, which will be for my superior supervisor. So we have his very own kitchen. He has access to that large cargo. He has all the shelves he needs. A interior fireplace, a master bed, and a nice view outside. So he could just look outside, see all the wonders of the, well, space. And then, yeah, just live comfortably and all that stuff. But yeah, the colors of each room is in their own block group. It's more of like a hit and miss because I didn't really mark any of these, or I didn't name any of the groups. I should have, but I didn't. But yeah, let me just move this to a different color. Maybe my superior supervisor Fred will tell me exactly what color he would like for his room, and yeah, I'll just put it to that color. And yeah, hopefully he likes this room. I kind of like this room. Has his own fireplace, shelves, all that stuff. I was gonna say, like, he doesn't really have much room for storage, but like he has a large cargo container. So yeah, there is that. So that is the tour of the inside. I'm gonna give you a brief tour of the roof. It's just a power bank with a lot of signals and electrical components, with some solar panels that will most likely never see sun again. But yeah, that is the build. And yeah, it's time for a little rundown of how I made this. The first thing I made was this little passageway. So this build, I didn't come up with this design. I even used some of the same colors, but I found this picture that I'm going to show you right now. I found this on Pinterest, and I really liked it, and I really want to recreate it, so I just made a bunch of big blocks. I kind of just made a bunch of rooms with that, and I painted them the same color. I kind of just made the wiring out of railing and just a bunch of random pieces just to make it to where it's like mechanical, industrial, like in the picture. And then I basically just copied the support beams here with a little extra floor right here, sort of copying the picture one by one. I was going to recreate it one to one, but then I was like, I want it neon. I want there to be a lot of lights, because we only have a certain amount of colors, but we can make any color with the lights. So I really wanted to have extra color here. So I did all the greebles all on my own. I added all the detail you see here, and I freestyled this pixel art. I was gonna have it to be glass on all of the billboards, but the sort of the stripes here kind of got in the way of the letters. So I was able to make it on the pixel art, but not on the signs, because I want it to be very readable. But yeah, let's take a look at this sign right here. The inspiration from this sign is from a couple of things. I seen like a poster that had sort of like a pink and teal colors into it. Like, I saw a bunch of those in all of the sci-fi material for some inspiration. But for the design itself, I kind of freehand it. I looked up some, I believe it was like Minecraft banners. None of them I really liked except for the one that had a little circle in the center and then a bunch of like sort of swishes, whatever you like to call it. So I kind of just looked at it once, forgot about it, and then just like, oh wait, I saw that one time, and I just made a circle and some sort of waves. And then I added a bunch of red dots and blue dots just to make it to where the color really stands out. And the color I used for this is just a bunch of grays with some greens. There is some greens in here, but mostly just black, dark gray, light gray, white, and that's it. The rest of the color is actually just from the lights, but there is that is the billboard. I kind of freehand this. It's just a little sort of like a sci-fi pop-up shop. I don't really have anything in here except for a little shelf that I put together super quickly. I might make a little like robotic barista or something like that. But yeah, I might just copy and paste it for the receptionist as well. But I don't know any designs, but I might come up with something and sort of just play around with it. But yeah, and yeah, I think that is it for the building. I did have some trouble right here though. I didn't want it to be just a floating platform, and what I should have done is make it at an angle to hold it up, but I just went straight down with it, and I've added all of these beams and structural whatever these things are called, structural supports, and yeah, little structural supports, and then I made like a giant version of it. So there's that. But yeah, I really like how this came out. It looks great in the dark, and it also looks kind of good in the light. But yeah, again, I made a big boulder here just to block out the sunlight. But yeah, so that is the building. And over here, there's more AC units. There's a big system to hold up this big billboard and all that stuff. Did I say billboard? I meant billboard. I'm terrible at words, but y'all know this already. But yeah. That's the building. It looks good in this angle. And it looks good in a lot of angles. But yeah, so there is the build. I am proud of it. I wonder what you guys think of it. I'm going to be posting it on the workshop after I release this video, because I don't want there to be any spoilers, because I'm pretty proud of this work. And yeah, so this world will be in the workshop. You'll be able to play in this world. But yeah, that was a build, and that was this video. I hope you enjoy. Hit that likes and subscribe button. And yeah, go ahead, go on the workshop, check this thing out yourself. You could also just change this poster as well. Make your own pixel art, because a cool added tip that I'm going to give you guys here real quick is that this is basically the perfect size to just pick the color white, go on this list by pressing R, you go into the size 2 meters, and then it is a perfect size to just make a blank canvas. It could glitch and spike a little bit, but yeah. After you do that a little bit, let me just fix that little error. You could then go back into the list. You could then press single. Let me fix that. And now, very quickly, you now have a blank canvas, basically. And if you really want to, you could delete all these lights, replace them, add them to their own group, and yeah, you could put any color you want on here. It could be lit as any color. You can draw anything you want on here. And yeah, really cool, really easy to do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now. This is where they will be staying, and then now for my superior supervisor, Fred. Now, I don't know what kind of color he likes, but, okay, the vibe here is kinda too romantic. Hold on, let me just change this real quick.